Hello everyone, I've got a new team for you today. I'm not entirely sure if this is an entirely original concept, but I've not seen it yet. So I thought I'd showcase it and just kind of brag about my brilliance. Well, I exaggerated a bit, I'm ripping off plenty of other team ideas out there. What we're doing today is double ice, and in particular we're doing double powder snow, double weather ball. We've got our Alolan Ninetales there with powder snow, weather ball and Psyshock, and we've got Abomasnow with powder snow, weather ball and energy ball. As I'm sure you know, they have some issues with things that resist ice, like fire types, steels. They don't do too well against fighting types. So the point there is we create a bait team here. Abomasnow is a real beast in the back, but only if you can clear a nice open run for it and get rid of those big threats. And once you can do that, it's bulk, it's powder snow, and the weather ball spam. It's just a monster. 7 vulnerabilities though, that hurts. So what we've got in the front is a Swampert. Swampert's there to take care of steels and fires mostly, but it's also got play against a lot of things. And the things that Swampert has most issues against are things like dragonites, fliers, that kind of thing, which is quite good when you've got an ice type to back it up. You can totally trash dragonites. You can do very well against a lot of the waters out there. It does very well. This is going to be slightly longer recording today because I've got a few more matches. The reason being, I started off with my standard Swampert that had Sludge Wave. A Mudshot and Ice Hydro Cannon usually does well against steels, but then you run into things like Empoleon, and that's just a headache. So we switched part way, and I just wanted to show you a full set of with Swampert in the lead, as well as with the original. So with that in mind, let's hop into some matches. I like Premier Cup. I think in Ultra League, I think it's one of my favourites. Just because you've got the big boys out to play a little bit, but without being dominated by Giratinas and Cresselias. Anyway, Swampert into Escavalier. Obviously, we don't want our ices to go against Escavalier here, so we're going to stay in. We're going to build up some Hydro Cannons, and we're just going to get on with the water spam. The other thing, of course, is Swampert doesn't do too well against grasses, and okay, so we're going for a switch to Ninetales. This is a hope to bait out a counter, and we're just going to let them throw their drill run. This preserves our Swampert for later, in case they've got something that's also inconvenient for ice, like, say, a Charizard. At this point, anyone with any brains would bring a Charizard out to play, I think, and so we're just going to, let this go through and shield it. Sorry, draw run. And as you can see, the weather ball spam is doing some good work here. I think we're on the verge of taking out this Escavalier, and there we go. Out comes this Swampert. That's good because weather ball is neutral against Swampert, and actually we beat them to the punch. Even better. We are, of course, going to take a Hydro Cannon that's going to take us out, and they're probably going to take the opportunity to farm us a bit, because, well, why not? Yes, I think they have overfarmed us just a little. That's okay, though. We're equal shields here, and we've got Abomasnow here. And Abomasnow, of course, resists the water damage, and again, with the weather balls, hits for neutral against the Swampert. It being Shadow, it's quite squishy. Could have afforded to let that land, maybe, but it's going to be close. Okay, so incoming. We're anticipating a Sludge Wave here. It wasn't. Okay, so the Sludge Wave's coming next, and that will hurt us a lot. And a Togekiss. Ooh, Togekisses don't like ice either. So we're going to throw snowballs at Togekiss. Wham. I've got to be a bit careful. Oh, no, we don't. My opponent concedes. I think it's a near path of victory there. Good game. Okay, so Dragonite in the lead. Swamperts don't like Dragonites, even with Sludge Wave, so we move straight into the ice types. Dragonite runs off, and we get a Skarmory. XL Skarmory, I think, as well. Joy. But Weather Ball doesn't do too badly against Skarms, and they don't have the Steel Wing, which would make us very, very sad. Alolan Ninetales is, of course, double weak to Steel. So we move straight into the Weather Balls, and just spam away. I don't know if we win equal shields here, but it's certainly not going to be a great deal in it. But at this point, we've got to kind of maintain the switch advantage, which is why we shield. We get to weather balls faster than they get to sky attacks, so even if they match our shields, we should still pull ahead. There we go, there's them matching the shields, and next weather ball comes out. Now, do they want to go into shield deficit? And if they do, we can afford to do so as well. Looks like yes, they also want to maintain that switch advantage. I guess they don't want their Dragonite to come out and face the Ninetales. Sky attack comes through, and it's a Swampert. Excellent. Okay, so we're going to let the Swampert finish off our Ninetales and hope they want to go be brave and sort of farm it or whatever, so we can do some good damage to it. Okay, this will take us out. But what they don't know is we've got another surprise to their Dragonite waiting in the back. So we're going to bring our Swampert in and essentially throw it under the bus. It can take a Hydro Cannon and return with a Hydro Cannon. Should finish off their Swampert. They should be quite comfortable at this point, knowing the Dragonite can dominate Swampert quite nicely. I think we'll try and go for a Sludge Wave on the Dragonite, just to be cheeky and see if we can manage it. But, oh, maybe not. No, their Swampert's going to take us out. Still, that's not too bad, because it means we get a little bit of farm to get close. Oh no, okay, we'll take out their Swampert. I'm misjudging these moves horribly today. Okay, so we're just going to throw our residual energy at the Dragonite. There's no point in doing otherwise. And go for the switch immediately to mean they can't farm too much. Double super effective Ice Balls. Trashes the Dragonite. The Skarmory comes back in. And just in time to catch a Weather Ball. Kablam. Goodbye. I've run into several teams over the last day or so that are quite vulnerable to ice. Double fliers, even one team that was triple vulnerable to ice, which I thought was quite brave. I suppose there's not too much ice in the meta, but Abomasnow is a persistent threat. Right, Venusaur, disastrous lead, so let's see if we can claw it back. We're going to the Ninetales. Now here's the other joy of it. Ninetales is vulnerable to poison, so this draws out the muck, which means we don't have to worry about it taking on our Abomasnow. Obviously we are hoping that whatever they got in the back isn't too much of a problem for what we've got left, but we do try and maintain the switch advantage. In comes a Sludge Wave. We shield the Sludge Wave because obviously that would one-shot us, and there's no point in throwing the Dark Pulse at all, so we don't have to worry about baiting. But again, we outpace them to the charge moves, and so we're going to push a pressure of shield here. Either they shield or they go down. I mean, they might want to keep the shield advantage. Okay. But because the dark moves going against a fairy, they aren't actually doing us very much with their fast moves, so we can actually afford to shield the Sludge Waves and just keep health nice and high. Farm down, yep, okay, they've got a shield lead, but we've got an edge lead and it's a Lapras. So ice damage doesn't do a lot of good against Lapras. This is going to be tough for us, but that's okay as long as we can keep this. We can peck away at it, and they'll probably throw a Surf here, which is neutral, and there it is. Yep. Obviously our ice damage is double resisted by their water ice typing, so we're just going to be going Psyshocks. There's no point throwing Weather Balls because they're not going to shield the Psyshocks, let alone Weather Balls. Right, so next coming through. Surf, and bring the Swampert back in. In comes the Venusaur, so we quickly switch to Abomasnow. We are anticipating them going straight for a Sludge Bomb, which is going to hurt, but Abomasnow is pretty sturdy, so even a super effective Sludge Bomb. There you go. So that's hurt us, but it's not taking us down. We've got 2 Weather Balls now, which should be enough. It's going to be tight on the Lapras, though. I think we can manage it. Double Weather Balls, yep. Such a spammy move. It's great. There we go. And goodbye Venusaur, and a little bit of energy farm too for bonus points. In comes a Lapras. I don't think we're going to make the energy ball. We are not. But this does force them to throw their energy. So I think we've got a bit more of a chance to get to that all-important Sludge Wave and hopefully finish off the Lapras. There we go, Sludge Wave coming through. Kablum. And, oh no. Come on. Gotta survive this. Gotta survive this. Yep, just a Surf. Good. Good game. Right, next up we have... Oh, running some experts now. How exciting. Venusaur lead, again, hard lead loss. In comes the Lapras. Hang a minute, have I run this match twice? I'm getting suspicious now. Anyway, let's see how it goes. Psyshock. As before, a bit of lag. Hey, maybe they froze up. Throw the Psyshocks at them and just spam away with that. There we go. Incoming Surf probably. I'd have thought so at this point. Yep, Surf does neutral. It's a decent move. Lapras' big virtue is his bulk though, so it doesn't hit too hard. And more Psyshocks. Wow, it's a bit of a shocker. And another Surf coming through. I think we can survive this one as well. Yes, just about. And I think we'll make it to a Psyshock before them. No, not quite. Now at this point, I am going to shield, despite the fact I'm on absurdly low health, because I resist their ice damage, and if I can get to a Psyshock, I can flip this part of the match and get a shield. Okay, so it looks like we're not getting switch advantage. Swampert has to come back in now, and we're going to go for just a Hydro Cannon on the Lapras. Its health is low enough now that we can take it out with one. And of course, in comes the Venusaur, so we're just going to have to close this match with the Abomasnow. This is like the Sludge Bomb, so we shield it. Sure enough, splash. And we're just going to double charge a Weather Ball, and off we go. This doesn't quite take them out, as you can see, but it puts them into farming range, and ooh, they're going to get another Sludge Bomb, I think. That's unfortunate. No, didn't quite make it to the Sludge Bomb. Excellent, Frenzy Plant. And it's a Swampert in the back. Now Swampert does have a shield left, so we can't just go straight into the Energy Ball, and we're risking them throwing a Sludge Wave at us. But at this point, because we've landed the... Ooh, I think that was too quick. I don't think that's going to be a Sludge Wave yet. And it wasn't. Okay, good. Right, so because they didn't use the shield, we're just going to throw another Weather Ball. It does neutral, so it's still decent here. And their health is getting painfully low, and there we go. And the only real risk here is if they farm us all the way down, but I don't think they're going to be able to, no. And the Venusaur is on low enough health that one Powder Snow finishes the job. Well played. Okay, Skarmory lead. This is okay for us. Hydro Cannon hits for neutral, and we outpace them quite a bit. So we overfarm slightly, again deliberately, just to make sure we've got that energy lead for any switches. And do that again. We're just carrying throwing the Hydro Cannons. They've got to be a Sky Attack now, so I presume they're double stacking a Sky Attack, or maybe just trying to threaten a Brave Bird. Either way, though, we're quite confident that our Ice types can do okay against Skarm, but we want to keep it away from the Abomasnow, so we're just staying in this match here. Right, so incoming, we're just going to shield this. Haven't got a shield off them for the Hydro Cannon. And then go for a switch to Ninetales. In comes Galvantula. I'm not quite sure what they were thinking here, because this is bad news for them. Their lunges are resisted by the Fairy type, and our Weather Balls do quite a lot of damage to them. In fact, we outpace them to the charge moves. That's how spammy a Ninetales is. You thought Galvantula was bad, this is worse. Okay, so now we're going to get to it. Not quite. But if we shield here, we're going to keep most of our health. We can get a couple more points of farming, probably. Oh no, we CMP tied on the Weather Ball. Okay, fair enough. Still, that will take out the Galvantula, and we've got some health left for the Swampert in the back. And they've got no shields left, so we're going to be swapping charge moves here, and we actually outpace them still. There we go. So, incoming Hydro Cannon, this will take us out. But that's okay, we've got our own Swampert, and we've got our Abomasnow. Oh, no, didn't quite take us out. Did they undercharge, or am I miscounting? Okay, well, Abomasnow it is then. And in comes Skarmory. This is going to hurt. Maybe it's even a Brave Bird, actually, if the shields are down. It is. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. But not quite enough. And I got to the Energy Ball. Why didn't I throw the Energy Ball? I didn't think I was going to make it. I think that's why. Still, off goes the Weather Ball. And in comes Swampert. And we're going to eat the charge move. This is going to be tight. Earthquake. Yikes. Okay, so can we... Ah, not quite. Still, I think that was close enough, and I think if I had actually clicked on that Energy Ball, they'd have been toast. So it goes. So it goes. I'm still learning the ropes of this one, and I'm enjoying the process. So that's all the joy of GPL, really. So, Swampert into Abomasnow. They looks like they want to play the same game. So we're going to bring our Ninetales in, because we resist their ice. Their grass hits for neutral, and we hit them for neutral because their grass and ice cancel out. Energy Ball, yep, and we're going to throw Weather Balls back. This is a winning game for us because we're hitting them for neutral with a much, much cheaper move. Okay, so we're going to carry on, and another Weather Ball. Spam, 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 spam. Any of you watch Monty Python? Another Weather Ball, yep. Okay, so we're just not shielding. We're going to hopefully try and flip this match, and by shielding the last one and get to another Weather Ball. Again, charging by just a little bit to give us the energy lead. Not that I think it'll matter here too much, but we might get to another Weather Ball. I don't want to go down 2 shields. No, I don't. Weather Ball comes through. That's okay. They're down to no shields left. So our Abomasnow can just sit there and farm them. As before, we take neutral off their Weather Balls. So we're just going to farm. Right. So energy lead, shield lead, but they've still got 2 Pokemon left. So Let's see. Oh, it's a Dragonite. Why would you bring a Dragonite with no shield in on an Abomasnow? I don't know. Because that happens. Maybe because you've got a Drifblim in the back, which is also vulnerable to ice. Oh my. This is bad for you. See what I mean about some of the teams being quite vulnerable to ice? Well, here's an example. Yikes. Oh. Right, Swampert into Kingdra. This is a losing matchup for Swampert because they resist us, so we go straight to Ninetales. In comes Empoleon, and this is where I'm going, my team has a problem here because Empoleon I just can't do anything about. I can throw weather balls at it that do very little damage because it double resists, and I can Swampert it, but my Swampert doesn't have Earthquake, so I'm super effective with Mud Shot and resisted with the Hydro Cannon. Whilst they're doing neutral in return, that's also not a good place to be. So this is what prompted me to switch to Earthquake, and so I'll probably have a couple more matches with this team, but then you'll see the Earthquake ones come in. But still, I mean, for all this is an atrociously bad matchup, we're still actually taking this Empoleon down quite nicely. In equal shields, we've done reasonably good work, but they have built up the energy lead, which leaves us in a nasty position. If we're very, very lucky, they've got a team that's horribly vulnerable to Abomasnow in the back, but I don't think they do. At this point, our best bet is a total farm down of the Empoleon, try and get the energy lead on Swampert, and they're going to get to another Hydro Cannon. So yeah, that's they've already taken out most of my team and both my shields. It might be recoverable. Venusaur not too bad. We might be able to. Still got 2 shields. 1 shield. Okay, Abomasnow. Go Abomasnow. See if you can save the day. Come on, you can do it. Home run. Sludge Bomb. Okay. And it's got Dragon types, so we do actually have a little bit of play here. Not enough. They're going to farm us down with Dragon Breaths. Still, so it goes. But knocking chunks out of that Kingdra there. Swampert's low though, and yeah. So yes, that's why I adapted the team to include the Earthquake, because that just kind of walled me. And with the Earthquake, it's not much better, but it is better. And you know, if you can land that Earthquake, the game evens up a bit. So here's another one with an Empoleon, which made me go, not again. Right, well, we're going to play this out. We're just going to see if we can recover this again. This time I'm staying with the Swampert, and I'm just kind of building up to threaten an Earthquake to try and get that shield off them. Hopefully this will... There we go. Okay, I've got a shield. Great. So we're now equal shields, and we're building up again to see if we can convince them we've got an Earthquake hiding. And we don't manage to do that, but we are going to go with another Hydro Cannon, so if they let this land, this might take them out. And at that point, we've just got to pray that there's nothing else that threatens. No. Bring the Ninetales in. Ninetales can eat a bit of damage, and it's a Savaged. That's not too bad, because we've got Psyshock here. There we go. And they let it land. Well, we've got no shields left, so they've got to let it land. And we shield against the incoming Leaf Blade, or certainly, because at that speed it's got to be Leaf Blade. I suppose they could have been about to Night Slash us, but we resist Night Slash, so... and in comes Empoleon again. This will take us out. Yeah, pity. Didn't quite get to the move. Still. Now we can bring in Swampert again and try and get to the Hydro Cannon, and they beat us to it. Still, the Empoleon's health is now very, very low, and we can perhaps recover this with the Abomasnow. But Gallade is going to hurt. Okay, so Gallade needs to get to a close combat, and then it will destroy us. I think I'm right in saying the Energy Ball is technically higher DPE, which is why I went for it. But in hindsight, perhaps double Powder Snows would have been better, because otherwise that would have happened. I don't think I was recovering it. But still, that one went a bit better and was a bit closer. So that made me think that Earthquake would be enough to tip the balance. So, Skarm lead. Umbreon switch, we're going to go into Abomasnow. In hindsight, I should perhaps have gone into the Ninetales because it resists the dark, but at the same time I want to keep the Abomasnow away from the flying types. So we're building up the weather balls here, and we're just going to throw energy balls actually, because I'm anticipating they won't shield their Umbreon. Umbreon players hardly ever do. 2445 CP, that means it's a nice beefy XL Umbreon. and I think that was an XL Skarmory as well, which was painful. Okay, anticipating them shielding the second energy ball potentially. No, okay, well, still, so it goes. We're just going to weather ball spam and try and take out the Umbreon, but it looks like we're not going to manage. How inconvenient. Still, don't throw a shield here. Perhaps I should have done. Still, I think what was going through my mind is we can get a bit of a farm down with the Swampert, but in hindsight that was a bad call, because trying to farm down an Umbreon is just asking for pain, because you kind of peck away with mud shots and peck away with mud shots and peck away with mud shots and get a lot of energy, but this is going to cost me shield now. Maybe I'll play out though. Let's go. Come on, there we go. Greedy farm down, all that lovely energy, but I think I've actually charged up too much energy almost. And it's a Venusaur. So we're going to throw straight away the Hydro Cannon. Hopefully they'll anticipate a Sludge Wave and we don't get a shield. Okay, so Ninetales has to save the day with Skarm in the back. It's going to be tight, but still we've got play against Skarm. 2364. I think that's above its normal CP, so that'll be an XL as well. Joy. Someone's had a lot more success of farming XL candies than I have. I mean, I did get the Abomasnow up, but that didn't take very many. And the Ninetales I think I had 10 XLs for. Right, so where the balls, where the balls, where the balls. Skarm's going to finish the job, and they've still got 2 shields. I think we're toast. Maybe. Right, so now we need to take out this Venusaur. We're going to throw a Weather Ball, throw the Sludge Wave. Not throw the Sludge Wave, catch the Frenzy Plant. Okay. Sometimes all they can do for your team is to act as another shield. Maybe that will be enough. That's 1 shield down. That's 2 shields. No, Frenzy Plant was going to finish us. We're not going to make it. But I think we might have done if they only had 1 shield. So, you know, that was a reasonable comeback, but still. So, dismal set of matches that. Oh, and fuck. Okay. Yeah, so. One more try and see if we can get something useful out of it. A few spin stops in the middle. So it goes. Alright, Machamp, Ninetales. Okay, Ninetales Machamp's good matchup. We're charging and threatening a Psyshock. And incoming Machamp. We are going to let this land because, well, actually we're anticipating a Rock Slide and it not quite taking us out, but in the end they threw a Cross Drop, which is even better. So we're going to shield now, because now I think we can flip the match potentially. And just build up extra Weather Balls and throw them. So hopefully this will pressure a shield out them, and maybe they can farm us down. So we might actually get to another. No, not quite. Okay, well we've equalised shields and we made that Machamp nicely farmable. Swampert can come back in now safely. I'm not sure I needed a shield here, but I thought I might as well. Gengar, that's a nuisance, but we do have a Swampert here, and we do have the energy lead, so we should be able to double tap them with Hydro Cannons. And hopefully blat that one out. Incoming Shadow Ball. No, Shadow Claw must be, because they haven't got the energy for Shadow Ball yet. Shadow Punch, sorry. Okay, so we just farm up a little bit, go for a quick switch. They're probably going to be throwing a Shadow Ball now, which is going to hurt. Sludge Bomb. Okay, that's going to hurt too. Still, we are still going to survive it just about, thanks to Abomasnow's bulk, and we're going to get to our Weather Ball. Take out Gengar. Low health in the Abomasnow, not great health in Swampert, but 2 loaded Hydro Cannons. And it's Charizard. Well, that's actually not as bad as it sounds, because we have loaded Hydro Cannon. And we successfully failed to lose our charge move on the Machamp. I did click on it, but it didn't go through, so that's good. Thank you, game. You saved me. Because now we can double tap this Charizard and put it down. So, that was a nice recovery. Pleased with that. Good game. Into a few more matches. Swampert, Escavalier. Okay, so I think this is where we've got the Earthquake Swampert out to play. Yes, we do. Right, so we're building up to an Earthquake. In comes Empoleon. Nice switch by my opponent there. Going to land a Hydro Cannon on the Empoleon. Okay, so it's double steel teams versus double ice teams. That's going to be painful. So what we're going to do is just build up and threaten an Earthquake by throwing a Hydro Cannon here, so we can get that shield off them. Hopefully we can convince them that we're only a Sludge Wave, that's why we're throwing Hydro Cannons. But we are going to shield here, because obviously we don't want to bring the snows in against our Escavalier. Actually, we don't really want to bring snows back in against either Escavalier or Empoleon, but I think we might not have a choice here. But we take out the Empoleon with an Earthquake. Great. So now we can go for the Escavalier. We're going to need to shield any incoming charge moves, and hopefully we can just put a bit of damage on with these Hydro Cannons. If we can get the health down a bit, then maybe win with a chance. In comes Ninetales and Dragonite. Oh, okay. So Dragonite comes in as their back row. Actually, a good game. Opponent concedes. Lucky charm, really, I guess. Swampert with Earthquake, Dragonite lead. So obviously we've got to go for a quick switch to Ice, and I tap the wrong part of the screen, and we go quickly to Ice, and it's a Tangrowth. Ooh. Why would you bring a Tangrowth in on an Ice type? I don't really know. I assume that means that whatever they've got in the back is even worse against Ice than a Dragonite or a Tangrowth. So we are going to let this land, and hope to give them a bit more confidence, a bit more, you know, a feeling that they might be in with a chance here for taking out our Ice. Play with them cruelly. Because it's a Togekiss. Oh my goodness me. Whole team vulnerable to Ice, and a team of double Ices. They are going to be able to take us out. But here comes the Abomasnow, and off we go. Right, this is probably the worst possible team to run into with that team. Still, we'll take it. A hard lead loss into a recovery, I think we'll take. Yeah. Hi Dragonite, bye Dragonite. It doesn't always play out that way, but I just love it when matches go like that. It's just glorious. Right, what we've got next? How far through the running order are we? Alright, it's a couple more matches to go. We're nearly there. If you're getting bored, thank you for your patience, you know. Right, so another hard lead loss on a Dragonite. So in comes the Ninetales, and it's a Snorlax. I don't actually know if a Ninetales with energy lead can win a zero shields against a Snorlax, because Snorlax is a real beast in zero shields. Let's find out. We're going to Weather Ball spam in return for their body slam spam, and we hit them for neutral, and they hit us for neutral, and their lick gains slightly less energy than Powder Snow. So I think we're in with a chance. Let's no shields this. Let's go brazen no shields and see if we can take out a Snorlax. Okay, this is looking tight. No shield still. Yeah, we've got Weather Ball loaded though. Survive body slam. I think the next body slam will take us out. The question is, will we get to our Weather Ball first? Oh, we've got the shields off them. Oh, and we've got another Weather Ball. Do they want to go down 2 shields? Oh my goodness me. So we've taken out a Snorlax, the beast of no shields, down a shield, and winning the switch. Venusaur comes in. Good thing too, really, because that Venusaur would be a real problem for the Swampert. However, Sludge Bomb, we shield, because obviously Sludge Bomb hurts. We resist the grass damage, we hit super effect with our Weather Ball, so we're just going to go farmy, and throw Weather Balls at it. Oh, and no shield comes up, and I think the Dragonite would not have been happy to load with Abomasnow, so good game. Swampert into Ampharos. This is a good lead. Right, pleased with that. Ampharos doesn't have a lot of play against this team at all. Escavalier, on the other hand, is a bit of a nuisance. Glad they swapped that in because it hurts. We're just going straight into Earthquake. Hopefully we'll convince them we have got okay, good. That lands. Brilliant. That's gone a long way to making my day better. We're just going to let whatever they throw land because we don't want to throw up the shields, and Drill Run doesn't take us out. And we're going to be able to farm them down. Yes. Although I think maybe that's lag helping me. I think they might have got to Drill Run there otherwise. Venusaur comes in just in time to take an Earthquake to the face. Eat Earthquake, Venusaur. Bam! Abomasnow time. I think we might be able to pressure this Venusaur into giving up shields. And either way we're going to be able to shield the Sludge Bomb it throws. So just farm. This will certainly be a Sludge Bomb, so we shield it. I suppose if it was a Frenzy Plant, it wouldn't matter, because it would still mean they wouldn't get to another one. And they concede. Good game. Swampert into Venusaur. Another hard lead loss. Yikes. So straight away into the Ninetales. And it's a Charizard. Well, I suppose we've got the fire out of the way. That's the job of Ninetales. And because it's a flying fire, we still hit for neutral with Weather Balls. We're very brazenly going to go Blast Burn me. Go on. Bring it. Because if they try and bait, it's going to suck. And it's Dragon Claw, which we double resist. Eat Weather Ball. Basically, we want the Ninetales to go down because we want the Swampert back in on the Charizard, so that's why we don't shield. Go on, throw another Dragon Claw. It's another Dragon Claw! Awesome! Weather Ball, goodbye. Fire versus Ice type should not lose this badly, it really shouldn't. So, Swampert can come in, and we're just going to greedily farm for energy. Mudshot doesn't do very much against the flyer, unfortunately, so a full farm down isn't going to work. The Blast Burn hurts a bit. I mean, as you can see, it takes half our health. And we're just not going to go for the full farm down. I think I probably could. It'd be a bit cheeky, though, and might as well just finish the job. In comes the Venusaur. We're just going to push for an Earthquake, and we're going to make it to the Earthquake. Yes, there we go. Kerblam! In comes Abomasnow. And it's a Swampert in the back with no shields. Oh dearie dear. Here's an energy ball. Pop. Bye Swampy. Bye Venusaur. Right, there we go. That's your lot. An honest 5-0 set. I'm actually quite pleased with that. I think any team that can do that has got some real potential. As you can see, there are some things that do give you a bit of a headache. Escavaliers are a nuisance, Empoleons are a pain, but Weather Ball spam is just so good. So, yeah, I like this team. I'm going to carry on playing it some more, particularly if people carry on popularising that double dragon team I've seen a few times now. I love running into that. I hope your Ultra League is going quite well. I hope you found something fun to play, and thanks for watching. Have a good day.